Repeat problems outlined in a 384-page report on the state of DCFS. More than 100 kids died in 2019 despite having prior contact with the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. WMBD investigates where the system failed and what has to change to protect our at-risk children. But we do want to warn you, some of the video in this report can be difficult to watch. In her pink crown, Princess Rika J, as her family called her, looks every bit the part. But the 8-year-old's smile hit a gruesome reality.
Go to my room. Go to my room.
Months of torture captured in videos on her abuser's cell phone, ending with a final fatal kick to the stomach in January of 2019. Her father's then girlfriend, Cynthia Baker, was convicted of her murder in McLean County late last year. Rika's mother, Antoinetta Roundtree, says Baker isn't the only person responsible for her daughter's death.
I told DCFS, man, y'all got to pull my baby out. Y'all got to take her somewhere safe.
An annual report on DCFS released this month includes an inventory of abuse cases. The agency connected to 123 kids around the state who died in 2019. 10 of them lived in central Illinois, including Rika. The single page in the report detailing her short life describes a 2017 investigation after she told her mother she'd been whipped with a belt. Antoinetta reported the abuse. The investigation closed 24 hours later, quote, as no marks were observed on the child.
Whenever they did their investigations, I bet they didn't lift her shirts. I bet they didn't have her pull her pants down. If they would have looked at her, they would have seen.
18 months later, Rika would be dead. Her autopsy revealing approximately 30 scars on her back and torso indicative of abuse.
They need to change the way that they look at stuff. The system has to change. DCFS has to change.
A DCFS spokesperson declined to comment on Rika's case, instead writing in a statement to WMBD that the agency has been challenged by funding cuts and staff reductions, and that, quote, overhauling the department and reversing longstanding problems in the child welfare system won't happen overnight.
In general, you can't just go in and put a Band-Aid on one piece here. You certainly can't sit and blame DCFS singularly. Now, certainly they can make improvements like we all can, and they know that.
Tony Reardon leads the Center for Youth and Family Services, ranked #1 in the state for large foster care program agencies and serving 1,500 kids a year. He says overall the system has shifted. Decades ago, 50,000 children were in foster care in Illinois. Now that number is less than 20,000 as the state moves away from removing kids from their family homes.
The cases we do have in care now, they're probably harder than they used to be. The cases that we do leave at home, there are a lot more.
Putting pressure on a system with a shrinking workforce and a growing caseload. And Reardon says solving that problem is larger than any one agency.
This isn't a Peoria, only issue. This is a societal issue in general about, creating a, institutions and supports for families and children to help them thrive and to be safe.
And a spokesperson for DCFS says the 2020 budget allows the agency to hire 300 new employees and provide more than 2,800 existing employees with new child safety training.